Everywhere you look at online, everyone is fighting over the same two numbers from the GTA 6 pre-order announcement. They're fighting over $80 or $100, but they're looking at the wrong number. There's a teeny weeny little number that is omitted from the fine print of Take-Two's announcement, and anywhere you pre-order GTA 6, almost nobody is talking about it. The number is $7.99. When pre-orders were released, Rockstar just didn't put a price on GTA 6. They secretly told you how they plan to make money off GTA 6 over the next 10 years. And once you start to examine what's actually happening, you can't unsee it. By the end of this video, I'll show you why GTA 6 might be the last Rockstar and any other video game company sells you a video game in the old-fashioned way. A quick dump on who I am. I spent 14 years in the game industry on the production side. I was with Epic Games, and then I was with some smaller studios managing how games actually get built and shipped. So I've been on publisher marketing calls during these exact business presentations when they're going through this PowerPoint on Zoom. So let me clue you into what happened. Here's what Rockstar confirmed with pre-orders. GTA 6 launches on November 19th, 80 smackers for the standard edition, and a C note for the ultimate. I brought this up in another video, but in the FAQs, there is a line that the internet fanboys totally looked over and didn't notice. The game is described as a single-player experience. What this means is there's no multiplayer and no GTA Online at launch. None. Zippo. Zilch. So we're following the same pattern as GTA 5. The game launched on September 17th, 2013, and GTA Online was introduced on October 1st, 2013. And that launch was plagued with problems. For our return to the GTA universe, it's just being shipped as a single-player story. So chew on that thought for a minute, because in the same announcement, there's a pre-order bonus. If you pre-order the digital version, you get a free month of GTA Plus. Let that sit for a second. If you don't play GTA Online, you need to understand what GTA Plus is. It's actually not a game. It's a monthly paid membership, about $8, $7.99 as I said earlier, in addition to GTA Online, and gives you perks, monthly in-game cash with shark cards, discounts, and even a rotating library of older Rockstar titles. Think about GTA Online as a club, and GTA Plus is the VIP membership to that club. And Rockstar is handing out that membership card for free with a pre-order for a single-player game and has no online mode at launch. Why would you even give somebody a subscription to something that doesn't even exist yet? That's not a mistake. That's a hint at the thinly veiled acquisition strategy for the GTA player. I thought there was more than what meets the eye here, so I went back and reread the actual press release that Take-Two put out, not the headlines from the gaming sites. And they weren't even hiding it. You can see in this screenshot, they called GTA Plus the best way to get the most out of the GTA Online experience going forward. They said it gives you access to Rockstar's full library, including GTA 5, and other classic Rockstar games, of course, are bundled into the subscription, as I mentioned. When I'm looking at that as a former developer, what's happening here is not very subtle. Rockstar just told you their master plan. GTA 6, the $80 price tag, or the $100, whichever one you purchase, is the product. You buy it once, you finish the story, and you can call it done once you're finished. But GTA Online plus GTA Plus plus the back catalog, that's the service. The service is where the real cashola is, because you pay for that subscription every single month. And before you say, nah, they'd never do this, they already did this. I already mentioned that they split GTA Online off from GTA 5 and sold it as own standalone service for $20. Then they layered GTA Plus on top of that. This is existing playbook, and it's not a new idea. They're just broadcasting it earlier and more deliberately than ever before. I'm going to disagree with most of the comments you see on X or Reddit. This isn't greed, it's actually good business. And I mean that from someone who's seen publishers hash out these numbers with game developers to make their game profitable. To build something like GTA over more than a decade costs somewhere north of $1 billion. Some people say if you factor in all the salaries and everything else, it's upwards of $2 billion. So stop and think about that for a minute. As a publisher, if your only payday at the launch of the game is an $80 version or a $100 version for the Ultimate Edition, you are subsidizing one of the most expensive products in entertainment history on a single transaction per customer. That math looks a lot better if you can extend that tail over time. GTA 5 just didn't become one of the most profitable entertainment products ever just by relying on the sale of the single copy. According to this graphic, the Grand Theft Auto franchise has generated roughly $10 billion in lifetime revenue since the release of GTA 5 in 2013. However, GTA Online revenues were released in April of 2026, revealing that the mode has generated $5 billion in revenue over the last decade. Almost half its lifetime revenue comes from GTA Online. 12 years of people spending a little bit on a monthly fee over and over again. Buying the game was like a dealer selling you a product, and then as you got hooked on it, you came back every month for your hit. Separating the two products isn't betrayal. It's Rockstar being honest about where the value in their game actually is. And once you see it that way, every detail of the pre-order announcement clicks into place. So let's take a look. The $20 gap between the $80 edition and the $100 edition, that's not random. That's a classic upsell anchor to make their premium tier feel like a smart buy. The free month of GTA Plus, that's the funnel. Get the payment method on file, let the habit form, and a chunk of people forget to cancel. Every subscription on Earth runs the exact same play. Think about GTA's pricing structure similar to buying a shaver. The $80 game is the razor, GTA Plus and GTA Online are the blades. Or going back to the nightclub analogy, the cover charge is your $80 you pay to get in, and then the drinks that you buy once you're inside is actually where that club makes their money. Here's why I wanted to level with you, because this channel doesn't know things that it can't possibly know at this point in time. Everything I'm about to tell you is my educated guess, but it's not confirmed. First of all, I think that GTA Online will be sold separately as a standalone product, and I'm willing to wager that GTA Plus subscription is the entry point. Rockstar and Take-Two telegraphed that exactly by positioning GTA Plus as the ever-evolving online world. My second thought is, and it's more of a hunch, I wouldn't be shocked if Rockstar starts to flow some single-player extras through GTA Plus's portal. I assume there'll be more cosmetics, vehicles, tattoos, haircuts, similar to what you get with the vintage Vice City pre-order pack. Because right now, a free month of GTA Plus for a single player doesn't really make a lot of sense unless they're planning on giving that player something to do. Also, there are a couple of unknowns. We assume that GTA 6 needs PlayStation Plus and Xbox Game Pass to get online at all. PC versions may get an upgrade of, maybe they're going to call it GTA 6 Enhanced. Speaking of PC, we still don't have a PC release date. Ugh. And we don't know how many subscribers GTA Plus actually has. Rumors trace it back to having almost 1 million customers, but that was a leak, so we don't know, and it's not from the official source like Rockstar. Because we don't know the official number, we treat it as a rumor and not as a fact. So where do we get answers on how the online component plays out? We'll need to look at a source like the Take-Two earnings call. That's where the business model stops being shrouded in mystery and starts being stated to the investors, so I'll be tuning in at any future earnings calls for Take-Two. Let's take a step back, and this is why this week's pre-orders actually matter way beyond GTA. GTA 5 has sold somewhere around 220 million copies, and this is the chart as of a year ago. So GTA 5 is the second best selling video game of all time, and that's the reason why Rockstar can go with an $80 price point. Now, you hear a lot of people say that $80 games are going to be flooding the market. I don't believe that, because we already ran an experiment. Nintendo put out Mario Kart World for $80, and it stuck at that price point due to the fan base. Microsoft tried the exact same thing with Outer Worlds 2, and immediately upon the outcry of players everywhere, they dropped the price back $10 to where it sits today. They both tried for the $80 price, but they got a different result. The only difference was the publisher and the property. $80 isn't an industry price, it's more like a loyalty tax. Only a small number of studios can demand that kind of price, and Rockstar is one of those studios. Most publishers and game studios haven't built up that loyal following, and if they try to copy this price point, they're going to get beaten back. The price is just a small story. The big story is how you make revenue from that game perpetually. You put the product up front, buy the initial game, and then you have a service you can add on as an option. So you have a game that you buy once, and you have a subscription service that is wrapped around that game that you pay for as long as the player is willing. So the real story isn't get ready for $80 games. It's that GTA exposed who actually has earned that trust to charge that number versus studios that actually think they have earned that player trust. The $80 price point is the least interesting thing about how they're packaging this game. You just need to look at how they're actually combining it with the service so you're more educated when you look at this and say, am I getting the best deal from this studio? The point of this channel is to give you a glimpse into the business that goes on behind the video game industry and not just focus on the hype. I hope you'll subscribe to my channel for more honest takes. So my question to you is, are you willing to spend the extra $28 to play online with GTA Online and GTA Plus? Or are you only willing to spend that initial $80 one time to get the game as is? So what do you think? Leave it in the comments below and I'll see you in the next video.